Okay, so it's time to start doing something with this piece of quarter panel here, and I got to get started doing something. Now, if you see on the inside of the trunk here, I've got a hole that goes all the way through. Some of this is not metal. I'd probably like to get the metal. Maybe grind down a section and attach some metal to here. Maybe weld a piece to the back here that comes down. Weld a piece that goes here across. That'd probably be a good idea. What you think? Yep, I'd like to fix something up there. Fix me a little piece of metal, weld it in there, keep water and various other bad things out. So, anyway, no time better than the present to get started, I guess. I've talked to Dad about it, and he's kind of agreeing with me that this front patch went so well. You know, obviously it needs some more Bondo and shaping, but underneath there is a solid piece of metal, and it's welded in place, and it looks good. But that went so well, I'm thinking I ought to try and make my piece here and see how that looks. If it goes good, then yay, I've done something great. Well, something I feel is great. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. Alright, I found a piece to go in here. This little piece of angle right here, I can weld in here and tack it on a piece of metal here and against the wall and mold something in there to fit that so it's all covered up and bonded good. Out here I got a piece of angle. It's got a curvature right here, about that deep. I've got a clamp down here and I've drilled some holes. I'm going to spot weld this through there and try and hold that up to a seam, and then bend this backwards a little bit and cut this at an angle. So, here we go. Alright, so here's a new idea. I'll flip that piece of angle iron around back here. See, I had used it like an L, but now I'm thinking if I put it down like this, I can weld that metal behind there to touch each other, and I can still fashion up a small piece to fit up in here. And then this right here looks flush. And if you look at the angle of it, it's still an indentation from what I'm doing. So if I Bondo the side of that, I can shape that with no problem, and I've got steel under there. Good steel. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what happens. Alright, so I've got it welded in place. It's not pretty, but it's holding. It's pretty darn sturdy. It's pretty darn good. Now I got to do some trimming here. I'm going to cut me a line. Probably using the angle grinder, the cutting tool. Just cut me a line here, and then fashion me up some metal to come along here, flat. That way nothing comes up in there. But I tell you what, that don't look too bad. On the inside here, I had to trim that piece of metal down a little bit. But I trimmed it down, and I've got it angled over in the corner, and it covers up the hole completely. And I may put some filler in here just to keep it, you know, dry. So anyway, making progress, having a good time. Thanks.